pretty well. We're getting ready for a new training. And training, a training topic, what you need to be able to perform, what you need to understand. And what is that? The basis Google Business Profile. Every business needs a Google Business Profile listing. When I started in 2009 with my own local business, I knew at that point it was Google Plus. At that point, that uh, let's call it Google Maps was very important, and it only has become more important. But not all the business pay enough attention to it. So today's training will cover why it is important and how you can monetize it, how you can provide a service, and how to find clients for it. Because that is kind of what I feel um, missing piece your business is finding clients for a service. And you want to offer a service what they all need. They need a website, they need a Google Business Profile listing, they need social media, they need email marketing, weekend promotions, they need an online store. So whatever you choose, what you like, one of two or three services. I always said pick three services and become an expert in it. And once you have 10 clients for the service and they ask for a new service, you just find somebody who can for you, so you become kind of a middleman, or if you like, you become also an expert in it. Because nowadays, with all those SaaS service, call tracking, wage citations, email marketing, hosting, the website, a lot of things really has become much more easier than 50 years ago. 50 years ago, we had to learn WordPress, correct? And I won't say WordPress is bad, but it has shortage like hack sensitivity. That was kind of the biggest thing was that. And I lost clients for that. That's really bad when a client texts you and the website is not up, and then you have to call HostGator at that time. And it was just a big mess, and I said that is going to end. And that's why we created the hosting platform, the gateway, and we move further. And now we have created Repify, which are HTML websites which cannot be hacked. So things over time improve, change. And now with this all AI revolution, now we see again change. And actually, today in this training, you will see how we use AI to gain knowledge and facts about Google Business Profile. So I really use AI every day. I use it for my interest. I use it in my business. I use it to just, so it is really, I use it as my digital agent. And if you're not there yet, start to use it. And there's Gemini, there's Google ChatGPT, but it's commonly used. Grok, Meta, there's so much in that area. And of course, we have created tools for creating videos. And actually, I don't want to change the topic too much, but for the ones who have, let me do it quickly because I will get back to it at some point. But we updated that interface so much about AI video robot. If you have action or you want to create videos, you really want to log in once and check this out. Now we have made, now you see this interface is completely new, and we have a fat tick button, start here, the most important website of video creating tools on the top. And when you click on help, for each menu, we have now a nice video. And astonishing part is those videos are created with a screen capture tool. I use Camtasia. I love Camtasia. So if you don't have a screen Camtasia, if you don't have, Snagit for some TechSmith for the screenshot. So check out Snagit. It is incredible. It's only $30 per year, it's cheap, and you can also capture videos. And once you have captured that video, you go here and you just upload it to AI text to video, upload video and create clips. 7. And when you go to help, you can see the videos. Just a side note. I don't want to spend too much time in it. I should do a training about it. I don't know how we came up this topic actually, but it's really cool. Now, back to the basic. Today is about Google Business Profile. Let me a slideshow. Everybody with me. So you know what I was wondering just 5 minutes before uh, started this training. I was wondering, how do you follow this training? Are you behind the desktop? Are you on the mobile phone? Are you on a tablet? Are you sitting in the living room? Do you sit in the office? Are you focused? Just wondering uh, which environment. Now, when I started, didn't have an office in 2009. I had an open living room, and I took a piece of it for my office. Of course, my next house, I had an office, and now I have a really nice office. It evolved. Now, I have to say, when you have an office, you can better. Focus is important. On desktop in my office. So, master Google Business Profile and drive client growth. Google My Business settings are recommended for an agency. Yeah, Pat. I will ask a question a little bit at the end, and I will come back to it. Google is the most popular search engine with over 9% of global search market share, and still is. There are some talks about replacing by an AI browser, which might happen. And I was kind of wondering 6 months ago, I was kind of saying, will they lose market share? But it appears Chrome is still very important. And for looking up local business, they still use Google. Actually, I do it almost at least once a day, I have to say, that I look up a restaurant or a business in the area and look up they are located. And then out of interest, it is just a natural interest, look up their Google Business Profile and see what they're doing. That is just curiosity, I would say. But kind of doing that, I train myself to look at the details. And when you will also see, rank on the top of which don't rank so much on top. And you probably will see if you implement that habit to check out their profile for the business you are looking for, and they are listed at the top, you probably will find out what they are doing. And that educate yourself to do the same if you have to rank a business. This is not all that difficult. It just works basically. 46% of all Google searches are for local information. Basically, half of Google get used to find a local business. That's incredible, correct? That's incredible high. And actually, in my personal case, I use it 90%. Because if I need information, I use it an AI tool. For information, I look up but for local business, I still use Google. And probably they will not away that market. 88% of local sales on mobile devices will either call or visit to business within 24 hours. So incredible important. Actually, I think much more important than a local business realize. If they don't rank on the first page of Google, yeah, have a hard time to get traction from the internet, correct? And if they have no listing or heading on page two or three, then they kind of saying is, if they don't have a website, you not exist. That is for a local business, but it's kind of for you, correct? For your situation. So that is why we did the past 2 trainings about having a website. And if you don't have a website, just send a support thing, and I will create one for you. Go to Repify, we order a domain name, and we install a digital marketing website. At least you have a base. And then from that base, we can always change things. Changing things is almost much easier than creating something by yourself. 97% of consumers search for local business online. So high, correct? Incredible high. The story is just, if you are a local business, you want to make sure you are listed on Google. 68% of people contacted us directly from the search result page without visiting the business website. So that's pretty high, correct? So you want to make sure that the Google Business Profile listing is nice looking, has nice reviews, has nice images, has nice videos, has good reviews. And both of you guys look up a restaurant on Google. And do you check out the menu on Google or do you check out the menu on their website? Now, what I typically do, I look at the images on the Google Business Profile listing, and I look up if they have an order button. Nowadays, you can order from Google Business Profile, and sometimes I go to the website for the menu because if you order directly from the website, then price might be better. Tracy asks, Jack, I want to update my website. Is it easy to do in Rapify? That website is created in Rapify. It is easy to update. So at this point, it's not possible to import a website and let Rapify the updates. I'm not sure what your situation is, but it is very easy to create a website in Rapify and do updates. Google Business Profile listing with photos receive 42% more requests for driving directions and 35% more clicks to website compared to those without photos. So what's the learning? Photos are important, and nice photos is good, but it's better to have photos than no photos. So 90% photos just with your mobile is better than no photo. Of course, if you want to spend some time and you shiny things and you crop and paste and all those things, it's better. But no photos is hi Shimon, how are you? Okay, get back this business that verify the Google Business Profile. Everybody knows what it is. Business that verify their Google Business Profile. So Google scrapes businesses. They have a business listing on a citation report, a Yelp or whatever. They scrape and they list those businesses. But they need to get verified by the business itself. As long as they are not verified, they're not getting too many clicks. They're not getting many visitors. So lesson learned is verification is very important. We all agree on this, that verification of the Google Business Profile is very important. And I will get back to that a little bit at the end because we all want clients. And to help a client what kind of sees an immediate improvement is a nice client to have because they will not cancel. They see your work is working and they see results and they're happy to pay you monthly. And that's kind of what we want, correct? We want those monthly paying clients. Even this, it can be $500 a month, can be $1,000 per month, can be $200 per month, but we want those monthly paying clients so we get that income security and grow our business based on it. 84% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. That is high, correct? 84. So lesson learned is make sure the business listing gets reviews. Of course, 5 stars, not 1 or 2 stars. The average consumer reads 10 reviews before feeling able to trust a local business. Who is doing that? 10 reviews is a lot. I Google Business Profile, I look at the average and I look up a couple. I have to say on Amazon, I read more reviews in details about the product than on Google Business, but I do read reviews. And I created a habit. I don't read the 5 stars. I read the 4 stars. I kind of feel the 4 stars. I want to know their shortcomings. And maybe what they list as shortcomings is not so important to me. Or if it is a shortcoming, it's maybe an old one, or I can read, but it's not relevant to me, and it's still a good service for me. Google holds 57% share of all online reviews worldwide. So they're kind of reviews guru. A 1-star increase in business rating can lead to 5 to 9% increase in revenue. Okay, let's focus here on it. So assume you do an audit. And during the audit, you find out that the Google review is 3.5, which is not bad, but it needs some work. So you can say, I feel confident that I can increase your revenue by working on your Google reviews ratings. And how to do that is just get more reviews from his new customers or existing customers. You have that review portal. They can just send a link to and ask them for a review. And if it is a 4 or 5 stars, they get redirected to Google. Is it less? They get review get to the business and they can improve their product or service. Those that include the search keyword are more likely to appear on the top of the Google business profile because Google knows what your service is about. That's important. 6% of consumers say they have looked up a business on Google Maps. Yeah, for sure. I do that all the time. 86% of people rely on internet to find local business. Yeah, what else? We're not using yellow pages anymore, correct? Do you all know what yellow book is? Incredible that you got that every year, that big book, huh? I have looked at it, but I know it existed. I'm still from the generation that I like much more online than looking up in a book, but it existed. We grew up with it, and it worked at that time. But now I think nobody is using it, at least almost nobody. And Google is just the go-to place. 72% of consumers will conduct a local search visit in a store within 5 miles of their location. Wow, 72%. Incredible high. So you almost think it is Google or nothing, correct? No, that's not 100%. But let's say 80% of the cases is you want to make sure you list high in Google, otherwise that business is not getting traffic online. 78% of local business mobile search result in offline purchase. 78%. Mobile is so important. 76% of people who search on a local business on their smartphone visit that business within a day. So almost instant. Business with Google Business profile listings that are complete with a contact info, with photos and reviews are more likely to gain customer trust. So that is logic, correct? If the description is nice, if they have reviews, if they have photos, if they have videos. So all those details matters. And if somebody is checking out you and you have all those things in place, you generate trust and come across professionally. And if another business doesn't have that well-written Google Business profile listing, yeah, you might win from the competition. 61% of mobile searchers are more likely to contact the local business if they have a mobile-friendly site. So mobile-friendly site is a must. So that is one thing you also want to check out on an audit for a local business. Put a URL on your mobile phone and see if all the action buttons is mobile responsive and those other things. Mobile responsive is a must. Google Business Profile helps local business compete with large organizations by displaying results based on relevance, distance, and prominence. Local business often encounter various challenges when trying to rank their Google Business Profile on their own. Okay, now you come in. They need your help. And actually, this is kind of your correct. You can help with digital marketing, with a website, with the Google Business Profile listing, with citation, with social marketing, with the online store, with reviews. All those things is kind of your expertise. You don't need to know all those things. You don't need to know 20 services, but you kind of need, I feel, 3 services: a website, Google Business Profile, Google Ads. And those are mine 3. And I have, over time, I have learned other things like social marketing and reviews and all those things. But you need to get to make good income, a monthly income. You only need 3 services, I feel. So it shouldn't overwhelm you. But when you choose those 3 services, you want to stay on top of it. You want to read about it. You want to execute on it. And you want to become a specialist. So here are the top 20 problems they may face. Insufficient knowledge. They don't have time to be the specialist in everything. They already have employees, likely. They have a business to run. They have a lot of bills to pay. They have clients. They need to execute the work. And they hardly have time to do their website and Google Business Profile listing. And that is where you come in. Difficult in choosing the most relevant and accurate business category. Incomplete or consistent business information. Not utilizing all available features. Inadequate or low quality photos. Failing to regular update. Inability to encourage and manage customer review effectively. They need a tool. Not responding to both positive and negative reviews. Lack of understanding of local SEO. Limited and time resources to dedicate to Google Business Profile. They don't have time. But you will. Anybody knows in a relationship, a family or so, a business owner, they are always busy. Correct? They don't stop after 40 hours a week. They work Saturdays, they do billing on Sundays, administration on Sundays. They have all kind of employees problem. In the first couple of years, they hardly break even. Can you imagine that the first 2 years, many businesses don't even break even and their bank balance go down, down. At that point, they don't know if they ever will break even. So that's a scary moment. It's not so hard, I think, not to break even for 2 years, but you don't know. I think 80% or so fails. That's a scare. They need your help. They need to survive. They need to get found online. They need a website. They need a nice Google Business Profile listing. Correct? They need you. They much you as you need them. So don't undervalue yourself. Huh? You are an expert from digital marketing. Difficult in tracking and optimize Google Business Profile insight to make data-driven decisions. Inability to stay up to date with Google's algorithm. They don't have time for that. Struggling to optimize their website and online presence for local search. They don't have time to learn things. And they don't know Rapify. Huh? Ask in your area, nobody knows Rapify. You just are lucky to know that. That is a tool for that. Limited understanding of the role of prominence, relevance, and distance in Google Business Profile ranking. Inadequate keyword research. Yeah, they have some knowledge, I have to say. They're not idiots. So they might say, you can ask, how do you search competitors? And you might get some ideas. So some clear. Not for every Google Business Profile listing. Yeah, we will get back to it. You will be astonished. Failing to leverage user-generated content such as photos and reviews. Inadequate management of duplicate listing. Struggling to build a strong local online presence. Difficult in keeping up with the competition, understanding what works for simple local business. They might do, when they start a business, they might do that a little bit of work, but not fundamentally. So what you want to do is find keywords what is related to the business and also look up their competitors and learn from them. So hiring a digital agency to handle Google Business Profile offers several benefits compared to business owners managing it themselves. We all agree on that. It's not so hard. They need you, really. They need as much you as you need them. It will be a win-win. Some of these advantages include your expertise, time saving, staying up to date, comprehensive approach, your structured way, access to tools and resources, what you all can get from our website, but also other websites, better results for sure, ongoing support and maintenance, you stay on top of it because you get paid monthly, reputation management, you make sure you get reviews for them, customer strategies, competitive advantage. So let's find out more about Google Business Profile, correct? We are not done yet. So I created some prompts for you, and let me go to new chat. So I created a prompt to ask, I feel Gemini is the best to ask, it's from Google. How many businesses have not claimed a Google Business Profile listing? What is your guess? Enter a number. So in percentage, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, what you guys think? How many businesses have not claimed a Google Business Profile listing? Thank you, Michael. What do you guys think? Yeah, Aline. So Michael said 55%, Aline 70%, Twig said 20%, Dale said 50%. Now, If I had to guess myself, I would have said 20%. That was my thought. And then I asked Google, this really, so it's about 56%. It's incredibly high. It's almost unbelievable. I almost can't believe that business don't spend time to verify their listing. And we just learned that only by verifying their listing, they see double the results, correct, from Google Maps. So if you do an audit, you're going to check if the business is verified. If not, you have a really big and easy opportunity to fix the online presence. We agree on it? This is just almost foot in the door thing. You discovered the listing is not verified. You work with verify the listing as part of your service. Agree? This is almost the easiest service you can provide with a very big result. If you look at effort result, that is just almost the easiest you can do. I would say widget is also easy to add to the website, but that is also very easy to provide. Agree? Now, what is the disadvantage if the business does not claim the business Google Business? So we saw it in the presentation, but let's ask Gemini. Not claiming Google Business Profile listing presents several major disadvantages. Loss of control of business information, customer frustration, misleading content, cannot respond, missed Q&A, competitor can claim, decrease search visibility. Okay, here, decrease search. This is very big. And those are all risks. Those risks also very, very important. Fewer clicks, less visibility. Guys get it? You guys see the importance that the listing needs to get claimed. And when you do the audit for a business, you check out the website, you check the Google Business Profile listing, and it's not claimed, you offer it as a service, and you do it together. And then once it is verified, they need the verification needs to do. You cannot do it for them, but you can do it with them. And then once it is verified, you can add you as a manager, and then you go optimize the listing. So now you're probably wondering, and Pat asked in the beginning, how can I optimize? How can I check what needs to get improved on the business listing? And I found I'm training, so I did landscaping near me, and I found this company. I has no reviews. You guys see this? So it is kind of easy to find and need some shorter. But I wanted to check it out more digital without any knowledge. So what I did is I copied this URL. So I click on this listing. I copy this URL and I ask, please check listing and come up with recommendations. So please check. Well, I go to Gemini. So please check this listing. And kind of recommendation is an audit, correct? You can even ask for an audit. I use the wording just before the webinar. I come with recommendations. So I audit. Okay. Yeah, I see. So please check the listing and come with recommendations. Okay. Here is and that's why you are so happy today to join this training. If you Gemini, it automatically read Google Business Profile listing. That is family, huh? Gemini for Google Business Profile is for Google. So they are able to read that listing. That is what they enable, correct? So they go to Google Maps and go through that listing. Hallelujah. You guys see what I see? You see is able to read that listing. And then what you do is, so you copy this, you put it in the Google Doc. You make a Google Doc, an audit report, huh? You want me to do that for you? File, new, document, okay? And do paste, kind of is the audit. This is the website. So do job landscaping. Okay, here's your Google audit. Okay, you can a little bit, but it has recommendation, activity, sort of reviews, monitoring. Okay, I like a little content and detail improvement and that. So here, if your audit report for that business, you just do it copy and paste, and it is your audit, and you provide Google Business Profile service, multi-service, based on below audit report. Hallelujah. Guys, see, took me 2 minutes. Took me just 2 minutes to make an audit. So even if you have zero knowledge of Google Business Profile, you can make an audit report. Now, could be that you don't like to offer Google Business Profile, then just contact me. We will do it for you, and we will. So we'll do it for $200 per month, and you just ask more, and you have no work for it, or you do it by yourself. So up to you. But it is such an easy thing to do. Guys, see it? What I'm seeing? Everybody can do this. What do you guys think? They're not amazing? You can make an audit report for every business you want to check out. So if somebody wants your opinion, you just run it. Yeah, I mean, done for you, sir. So when you go to Jack Hopman website, there should be done for you, and then Google Business Profile. Okay, so it's not for my service, but you never feel that you have to do something besides getting the client. We can. Okay. So now the last question is, I want to leads which I can prospect. So then the last question is part of the Sales Dynamite Jack. You get lead funnel Jack Cloud, and then I run this before the training, and I let run a new search, and then do Florida, Nate, clear, and do landscaping here. Okay, save. So I want how to compare if it doesn't zero means inactive. So I want to get that I want only real business get companies. Okay, now on the list that is running. So now you take a nap, take a lunch, whatever you want to do, or you check out a previous listing, click on the view button, and then you have here one of them is claimed, unclaimed, any, yes or no, said unclaimed, yes, so it is not claimed. And then, okay, let's do any, where 8,900 listing, and then you do unclaimed, yes, and then you have 1,500 listings. So those are all businesses which have not claimed listing. And then you can export to San Diego and contact them, or you can just call them or email them, whatever you want to do. So this is a quick method to help a local business and help them with unclaimed. But with lead funnel Jack, you can do more. You can say they have no website, okay, if you want to have a website, okay, or you want only filtered with has an email, okay, and then you export to San Diego, okay. You want this to have a phone number, yes, and then you use them in AI Prospector. Okay, if you do lead marketing, you can yes or no. If they have a contact information, yes or no. If you want to work for secure website SSL, you check SSL and then it runs 5 minutes and check every website if there has an SSL. I don't do that, but it takes time. If you are a WordPress guy and have some nice plugins, you can say, I want to prospect this who have a WordPress website. You can select which city they live in, if they have a video or not, and if there's no video, you can easily create a video with AI Video Robot. You enter their website and create a nice video. Okay, you can create an audit report if it comes from Home Advisor, if it comes from Google Ads, unclaimed you already did, Facebook link, any, and Groupon link if they come from Groupon the lead. So there are many options you can do to target leads, to find leads, whatever your service is. Everybody sees the opportunity. So first, you want to get some base knowledge of Google Business Profile, which is easy with Gemini. You can create a nice audit report. You go to prospect Google Business Profile, and you don't need to create this report before you have that meeting. But once they are open for a meeting, you're going to prepare that. And what you do is you're going to go over the website, you're going over the Google Business Profile list, you're going over the SEO ranking, and you show the shortcomings, and then you create to fix the digital marketing shortcomings. Make sense? That is the easy way to get high-paying clients. Questions about this? Everybody good? Everybody understand that Google Business Profile is important, that business needs help with it, and for you nowadays with Gemini, it is really not hard to provide the service. There are enough tools for now. You fill out field for Google Business Profile, and you use a tool like the review portal to do the review management. Now, if I went too fast or you have other questions, if you need with the review for Google Business Profile, just send me support ticket at support@jackhopman.com, and I will be happy to help you out. Thank you so much, and see you next week, same time. Thank you. Owners have not claimed the Google Business Profile. What is the disadvantage of profile listing? And please check the listing. Thank you, Lean. Thank Dental. Thank Shamal. Thank Tracy. Thank everybody.